Hit it.
I don't know whether to do an intro or not, dude. This is all new. Do I do it? Okay. Welcome to the Artifex Talent Spotlight for October.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
I
evening.
like it. That was less awkward than I thought it would be.
Oh, it's not that awkward, you know. Like I said,
Oh, you
just a
give me a minute. You
conversation.
give me a hot minute. We can make it awkward.
You take that.
So, this is the first of the Artifex Talent Spotlights that I'm doing. No pressure. You're just setting up everyone to follow.
Thank you. Before that, I wasn't. I didn't think. Thank you. Well, makes me feel way better now.
That was the opposite of my intentions, but oh well. We'll get him next time. Alright. So I suppose we start at the start. Kickmaster, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Kickmaster. I'm 22. I do weird sounds with my mouth. Play the guitar and sing sometimes. And I work as a staff member in Artifex, helping co-hosting shows, and just being a local goofball. That's mostly what I do.
Weird sounds with your mouth, is that going to be your opener?
It is. That's what I always say. No, I'm beatboxing. I do the. That's what I do.
So, what is your favourite song to perform, I suppose in your case? Song or beat? Actually, which do you prefer? Let's start there. Do you prefer to beatbox or to sing and play guitar? Because I know you do both, but then the singing is a newer addition than the beatboxing.
At the moment, for me, it's more the guitar playing and singing, but I always come back to beatboxing. That's where what I'm mostly roughly started with, if we're talking music other than singing. But that's where I had my passion and still proceeded the most.
Actually, is it more the fact that singing and guitar playing is more of the new thing for you at the moment, and beatbox is very trotting ground?
It is, because more of our beatboxing was like, when I started it, that was the first time that I actually got in contact with it. And guitar was always something that I wanted to play, but I was way too lazy. And now, since about half a year, I picked it up, and even if it's only on 4 strings, but you know, I do the most out of it, I would say, that I can do at this point, what I learned, because I'm not learning chords, I'm just freestyling. And that's something that I always wanted to do and have way more fun at the moment.
So what is your favourite song to play at the moment?
I would say it's an interpretation of a song called Void Walker by Jake Hill, which is normally like a heavy metal / rap artist that does that. I don't know, it's good to do. I like rapping when I play guitar. Keep the same energy. When you see me, I am bleeding with the pain enemies. I repeat the same disease, now call me out. Cut the shit, speak about what you in and you're running your mouth. But even about the fucking buckets that just been look at me. When I speak and wasting time, I talking cheap. I walk and clean it up, my but dust upon my feet. I'm coming with ain't no time to debate disgraces. This one being vain and running out from the mice. You know that's my favorite game. When I'm wasting, when I speak and wasting time. When I speak and wasting time. And I say, put up with the all bakes, hold I made a call. I think the night is mine. I flourish in the depths and keep on running. It's not time, it's time to color the void. The sound of my voice is tackling through the pipe. Just stop the whispers in your ear. It puts you in, it's time to die. Play your shit and phrase your shit. You know that's what pimpin's all about. Don't play your shit and phrase your shit. That's what pimpin's all about. I got a problem holding grudges, don't say nothing, smoking myth. You got it. One too many shots to miss me. Think you need some ammo and some practice. Paint the target on my back a little louder so you with it. You ain't shit, bloody bitch. Now you fucked up, bitch. I'm coming now. You turn into a suck up. Yeah, you can rap, but you cannot. Looks like your luck's up. Grow some notches, just a punk around the bone in your spot. Should've known. Now it's time to keep that same energy. When you see me, I am bleeding, been a pain enemies. How I beat the same disease, now call me out. Got the shit, think about what you win and you're running your mouth. Even about the fucking buckets that you spit. Look at me when I speak and wasting time. I talk talking cheap, I walk and clean it up and mopping. With the dust above my feet, I'm come over to hate, no time to debate disgraces. This won't be in vain, running knife from the mice, you know that's my favorite game. All about. Play shit, phrase that shit. That's what pimpin's all about.
Fair enough. So, what turned you on to learning guitar? How did that come about? So, you always wanted to do it, but what was the break from I want to do it to I've got a guitar and now I'm learning?
Well, as dumb as it sounds, I always had the guitar since about 3 years, and then Corona happened, and I had nothing to do, so I was like, you know what, let's do it. And since then, yeah, I play daily. But yeah, as so many things happening, I think at the same or first time as since Corona.
Out of everyone who you listen to, who's had the most influence in what you do? As an artist or producer or beatboxer or whatnot?
That's a good question. That's hard. I don't really have one. I think if I would have to pick one right now, it would be Jake Hill, just because I
Most immediate.
do his stuff the most. Yeah, most immediate. Other than that, I never really had like one thing in mind. I just always liked genres mostly at these times, which
Alright, what are your genres
influenced
then?
the most. I think which influenced me the most is metal on the one side, and other than that, electronic music, like especially back then Frenchcore, and at the moment very like how do you say that, acoustic guitar musicians, softer music. I don't know. I have like 3 different type of things that mix in one, which I think beatbox is a good opportunity to do all of them in sort of some way.
So between guitar, singing, and beatboxing, which of those 3 have been the hardest to pick up?
I would say the beatboxing, just because you only have one instrument with the guitar. You have like 6 strings, wooden body that you can hit against for the beat in that case. But with beatboxing, you have your whole mouth, you have your tongue, you have your positions, how you actually place your tongue or how you open your mouth and everything. It's like a mixture between at the same time singing and playing an instrument. It's like just this one step ahead in my mind. But I don't know where it could be in like when I play 2-use guitar. I think then I could answer that easier. But at the moment, definitely beatboxing in my opinion.
So what in beatboxing was the really like hard as nails thing to pick up?
I would say good drums, because it's easier to make sounds, like a no whoa whoa, because it's just your throat. With like a good beat or to keep in tempo and on beat is in my opinion harder. So the good old I don't know, it's way harder than doing easier sounds, I would say. Like whoa whoa wom 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 wom. Like you can easily pick up those sounds, but on beat is something way different.
So what do you study or work in? I'm assuming you study.
Actually no. At the moment I don't study. I live at home. I'm looking for a job currently again. And for that I have way too much time for what I do right now. But no, I'm not working at the moment.
What you're aiming at then? What would be the ideal situation for you to stumble into right now?
Oh, the ideal situation, someone that wants to spend, my rent for sure, of course. That would be the easiest, but other than that, I think I'm aiming for either a social job at the moment, but more in case of like animal. Wait, animal.
They're working at like dog pounds and care centres.
For example.
Oh, that's good work. It's not easy work, but it's
Yeah.
good work.
I don't need. That's the thing. I can easier talk on here, but other than that, you know, I like to stay out of normal conversations if I can. I worked too long at retail for that. I don't need that anymore.
Yeah, no one should have to work retail. When you're not playing guitar and singing, where would we normally find you? What are your hobbies outside of looking for a job and your music?
Other than that, I would say on my bed watching YouTube, playing League at the moment, many freaking games, having friends over like right now, say hello over there. So hello over there. I mean, I draw, but not that lot anymore. I need to come back to that.
Ooh. We ever
Little-
see Keck in the Artist's Corner?
Say that again.
You know, the Artist Weekly Challenge that 1-2 puts on?
I was actually, thank you. I just wanted, you know, to make that little ad. Go there. It's beautiful. Submit your art.
It was subtle, wasn't it? No one would have noticed the plug.
No, that was that was sort of where I was going. No, but I would like a 2 of them, but I don't draw that much anymore. I need to come back to that definitely.
Out of
But
practice.
I think, yeah, I'm not that out of practice. I still do it from time to time, but I was never like that good at it. That's why I have like that one thing to go, like an eye mural sorta, or graffiti art style eyes. But other than that, I think that's it. I play many games. Let's say it like that.
Alright. So let's judge you A for who you choose to play in the league and B for your YouTube tastes. Who's your usual go-to on YouTube right now?
I would say still Tear of Grace.
I can't
You will-
say I've heard of them.
Oh, you will like him. He's a British, very angry man that is
know what
good
you're
at
trying to say.
and plays many roguelikes.
Ah, interesting.
You'll like him. You'll definitely.
Nothing wrong with roguelikes, they're fun, if not teeth-pulling. And I think there's something fundamentally wrong with people who only play them.
I can understand that. I just really like roguelikes. Like that. I'm one of those.
Yeah, you're one of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Gonna take that clip out of context and put it in the middle of the video.
No. I'm gonna send my lawyer.
You
I
don't
have
a
people.
lawyer. I'm confident you don't have a lawyer. Mr. Unemployed has a lawyer. does he?
Don't underestimate the poor. Don't underestimate it.
Who would you play in League? Let's narrow it down to a role. Your favourite role in League, because there's what 300 characters at the moment. I've lost count.
At the moment for me it's mid and top, and I would say my go-tos are. Okay, let's start with the disgusting first. Ziggs.
Oh, I've not heard that name in a while. Yes, I like you, Bomb Man.
That's why, for me, that's the thing. I started playing League at like pre-season 4, then I stopped completely, and then I came back like in what was the last season?
God knows, man. I'm so far behind.
I don't know. I came back when dragons were invented.
Reinvented.
Reinvented, yeah. And my mains were Ziggs, Volibear, and Warwick back then. So, and now stick to Ziggs. I came back to Warwick. Never tried Volley, but also because I'm poor and I don't have him yet.
So you tried the rework.
Not yet, only the Warwick remake, and I like it. But other than that, mid, we also have Deanna, and on top we got Aatrox.
Alright, time for your origin story. Keck, how did you come to find Artifex?
That was actually the first day that I played VR chat. I went on there because I saw there were many beatboxers, especially in I think it was a Twitch stream that I just watched. And I was like, okay, you know what, let's just go in. And I went to the open mic and did my beatboxing. There was actually someone with me, and then an old staff member, Purple, came up to me and was like, hey, you ever heard of Artifex? You wanna join maybe? And that was last year, February.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you've been in quite a while.
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. It will be 2 years and sometime.
So what was your first Artifex event?
That was Ubervision was called EUVR back then, and that was like the first thing that I saw and the only one that I could go in time at that point, because of the timing, and I had to sleep earlier back then. Yeah, and I think the first thing that I did was a beatbox cover of the Lazy song by Bruno Mars.
An annoyingly catchy song.
Oh, it was. It was.
Was that still being run by Adzi when you showed?
Oh no, that's now run by Marks, and I'm co-hosting with him when I got the time, which is mostly because, let's be honest, I got time these days.
Alright, our final question. Is there anything you want to say out there to any viewer, listener, or observer? And where can we find you? Should we want to hear more of your beatboxing and music?
I just want to say, join Artifex if you're not already in it. Because for me it's really a lot of fun. I always love it. Blah, blah.
It's okay, you can lower the guns now.
He said lower them. Come on, guys.
Oh, sorry, they're American.
No, but I just want to say, I love to see you guys at events. I'm happy if you have fun in Artifacts. I love to run these shows. It's a pleasure and an honor for me. I always love to hear everyone, do their music. That's what I'm here for. That's what I support. And other than that, where can you? Oh, you can find me. Actually, wait. Okay, wait. We are prepared.
I'm not.
You can find me there.
Hold on, walk onto that centre bit there and look into the camera. Because there's no way, like, on the camera it's just a small little... Hold on, let's check, make sure that it can actually see that. There you go, there's the beautiful
So
cake.
that's where you can find me,
Okay, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure for me too.
Alright, and hopefully we'll see you on the next Artifact Talent Spotlight. Thanks.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you. Give me a hug.
No, that's my butt. You're right on my butt.
Give me.
Help!
I
Help!
give you a hug. I
Help!
give.